There was a boy who was the only child to his parents. His parents never said no to whatever he wanted to buy. The boy was never scolded, so he used to do whatever he wanted to. He started to cause trouble in the house, but his parents would never mind. As the days passed and he became older, his naughtiness became more and more uncontrollable. His parents were hardly able to stare at him, as he was their only child. They couldn't make an angry face on him or his actions. The time came when the boy had to go to school, but there it was not his house to do whatever he wanted. So his parents were frequently called in and they were informed that their boy was so naughty and mischievous that they could not control him in the school and hence they were expelling him from the school. The parents had no option but to quietly leave. Soon the father found that the boy needed to learn how to behave outside of his house as the whole world out there was not his home. The father found it very difficult to find him a good school. After a couple of years, they found a school and sent their son there. It was an expensive school, and the father advised his son to behave properly and to be a good boy in the school. The school was very expensive, and hence the parents had to work harder. After a few months, the father found out that the boy was not interested in studies at all. The boy would not study, nor play sport or chat with others. This became a very big problem when he stole some money from a teacher's purse to buy some pizza. As it was not a serious crime, the school principal advised the boy that the food served in the school lunch is much healthier and the boy should not eat outside at least during the weekdays. The boy never listened. He kept on stealing from others. The school could not control or teach him anything. So they decided to expel the boy from the school and they did it. The boy's father was furious and he started to yell at his son. He was very angry. The boy could not take it, so he started to cry. The boy's mother stopped his father from scolding and sent him away. She fed her son and helped him to sleep. The boy was sleeping now and his mother was tired and came to the dining hall where she found the father who was very angry. The father yelled at the boy's mother for not controlling or teaching him anything. The mother replied that he is just a child and will learn as he gets older. The father knew that if this continues, his son would never have a good life. Next morning, the father went to his friend's house and met his friend who was a teacher. The father explained everything to his friend and he asked for his help. His friend smiled and said that it was very simple and he gave an idea. He advised the boy's father never to get angry ever again. The father could not believe it but still wanted to give the idea a try. He kept this as a secret and not even told the boy's mother. Some days later, the boy's father started to act according to his friend's idea. Every time he came in front of his son, he smiled and explained how the neighbor's kid passed the swimming class. The boy was puzzled. He and his mother started to wonder why father would appreciate someone else's child. The next day, after coming home from his office, father brought some sweets and cake and shared it with the boy's mother and the boy. When they asked what were these for, the father laughed and said that today his boss's daughter won an essay writing competition and in order to celebrate that, there was this party from where he brought these cakes from. The boy and his mother were very furious. This went on for years and now the boy was 15 years old. The father would praise or speak great of others' children in front of the boy's mother and him. One day the boy had failed in the school exams and his parents were called. The boy was already ashamed and to make matters worse, his father was not paying attention to the teacher when he was speaking about the boy. Instead, the father was looking at another child and his parents who were being praised and appreciated for performing great in science exam. The boy was humiliated. That day, the boy made up his mind that the next person his father was going to speak about will be himself. From that day, he had just one thing in his mind. He was tired of his father speaking well about other kids. The boy turned a new leaf and worked very hard to perform better in the next exams. Turns out that the boy did a good job and he went to show the report to his father. His father knew that his friend's plan would work and his son will change for good. The boy said to his father after throwing the report towards him, "Look, father, I did well too. Now appreciate me instead of someone else's kid." The father could not control his happiness and laughter and explained to his son that it was all a plan to teach him a lesson to be a good person in life. The boy was shocked and he left the room without saying a word. Later, the boy's mother came to know about her husband's plan and her eyes were full of tears of joy. Since that day, the fire inside the boy's heart never went off and he did well than expected by his father. He got a job, he was earning money, and most importantly, he was respected in the society. Since then, he has never looked back at his past. This was just a story, but the message is right on point. When you want to change something, first you should change yourself. Unless and otherwise you do not realize your value and worth in the society, you would not do a thing by yourself. But when you do know or you even try to know, you start to do things that not even others cannot do.